Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It's I, Wanjiko Murige, with another episode of Healing the Fatherless Heart. Yesterday we were talking about impact of father to the boy child. Today we're talking about his impact to the girl child or to the women that we grew up to be. Disclaimer. I am not discouraging or bashing any single mother. I have a personal story that someday I might share it. And it's not to mean that if you've been raised by a single mother that there's anything wrong with you or you lack any of these things. It's just to show that the male parent plays a very vital role in our life and in our children's life. I know there's been this analogy of what a woman can do, what a man can do, a woman can do better. I'm not of that school of thought, simply because I believe, this is me personally, is that there's a reason as to why we were created male and female, and there's a reason as to why every child has a father and a mother, because we play two extremely different roles. And you'll find that my role as a mother, I play it extremely well, and the impact to the children is like A1, right? And for the father, the same thing. But the thing that we need to realize or to note is that for any parent to achieve goodness, and you can do everything, but then your child still turns out not very as you wanted. But for us as parents, when we put in our best, because no one is given a child plus a manual script that this is how it's gonna be or this is what you should do. It's trial and error. And when we give our children the best, they get to see it, they get to experience it, and they appreciate it later in life, right? So again, don't take any offense. I'm not trying to offend anyone whatsoever. And as I've said, I also have personal story, my background, right? So today, what is the influence and the influence or impact of the male parent, that's the father or a father figure, in the girl's life? Fathers, please note that you're the first male that the girl is going to have a platonic relationship with. All right? Meaning that this is how they know that a healthy relationship looks like this when you're present for them. And present is emotional, socially, not just financially. Because we can lack certain things, or we can lack even the money, but when you're there healthy as a human being, trust you, even you yourself, you will feel appreciated, you will feel seen. And our children, especially the girl child, needs to feel seen, needs to feel heard, needs to feel that she's appreciated. All right? So you're the first example of what a relationship is like. A healthy relationship, a relationship that does not have any kind of transaction, intimately or sexually, right? The other thing is that you are, or the male parent or the father figure, is a sign of authority. So, how you relate to your girl child, even this I should have also mentioned yesterday, is going to shape how they relate with authority. If you're too tough, or you're abusive, or you're absent, and it doesn't have to be physically absent, you can be there but emotionally completely checked out, it's going to affect how we see you and how we see authority. The other thing is that dads raise the confidence of their girls extremely, like to a really high level. And please note, I've not said that I'm here to bash anyone. It's just that there's something that you do to your girl, and especially if you have your father-daughter relationship is on point, not perfect, but on point, your girl is going to be a boss lady at some point in life, and I don't mean like bad kind of person, but even if it is something as simple as cleaning a classroom, because dad is praising me when I clean the house, because dad has talked to me in a very nice way to do certain things, or dad appreciates me, the kind of confidence, and confidence goes hand in hand in self-esteem. It's really, really boosted. And we'll notice that girls who've been raised with a father even more present than the mom, they are extremely, extremely confident. And it's a healthy confidence. Not that you're egoistic, that you have an ego. How do I explain it in a good way? Not that your ego is like way up there, but you're confident. You're confident in what you're doing. You're confident in the skin that you're in. You're confident in how you express yourself, because fathers also challenge how we think. They challenge how even their girls think as they're challenging the boys. But now you see, when the girl is being challenged, she's being challenged in a secure environment, in an environment where she knows, I'm protected, I am loved. So, and when dad gives that one-on-one, or even as a family, and you do it for her, you realize that your girl really soars. And let me put this one. You also find that there are men who give their wives that leeway or that boost. Like when you let your wife be or do, you realize that her confidence also goes high. That's a whole other topic, and maybe it's going to open something that we don't want to open. But for me, what I have seen is that many wives who've been given that, they're like little girls. They go far and beyond what they even thought that they can do, and especially for a woman who didn't have a father who was present in this way. The other thing is that for fathers who are present for the girls' esteem, resilience is also point on. Okay? Unconsciously, girls, we end up picking our fathers in other people's, or in other do I call them, in other faces or in other bodies. So the kind of man that you are to your girl, good or bad, unconsciously your girl is going to marry someone who's like you. So also you're teaching them what kind of partner they can get into a relationship with, or what kind of partner you form their decision. Let me use that. You form the decision of what kind of partner they're going to settle down with. And this is where we see that when someone comes from an abusive home, they tend to have the same. It's not a curse. It's attraction. And you might even tell yourself, I will never, ever, ever want someone like this. And some people actually manage with therapy, with being self-aware, learning. It can be in any way, but a majority of them end up being in a relationship where the male is as the dad. All right? So fathers, please note, please note that your place in your girl's life is very, very important. And it's made me remember a professor that I had in campus who had daughters, and those days, daughters were not seen like, do I say very relevant, because you're told, again, at the end of the day they will leave, but we don't leave, we still take care of dads, right? And he did everything with the daughters. And this is like changing the tire of a car, changing bulbs, like anything that a man would do, they would do with the daughters. And by the time we were in campus, those girls were really, really thriving. And I don't mean that your girl, if they don't have their father, they will not thrive. They will. I keep repeating this because one will choose to hear what they want to hear. I'm just, do I say, advocating for children having a father figure, both boys and girls.